A setback as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned ahead of the Supreme Court hearing. The Chandigarh Mayor polls case is going to be coming up in the Supreme Court today. But in that setback, 3 Aam Aadmi Party councillors, they have joined the BJP ahead of that hearing that's coming up in the Supreme Court. While the mayor has gone on to quit, the BJP had 16 with MP Kirron Kher and the Akali support. Now with the 3 municipal councillors, the BJP now has a magic number of 19. The Supreme Court will be resuming that hearing as far as the mayoral polls are concerned, to remember what really happened during the first hearing in the Supreme Court. There was trouble, of course, when it came to the Chief Justice of India going on to say that it was the murder of democracy. We have my colleague Ghazali joining us. Ghazali, while the mayor of Chandigarh has quit, however, the problems of the Aam Aadmi Party seem to be intensifying.
Oh yes, this is exactly why the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress had kept their councillors away from the city when the first date of elections were declared on 18th January. That didn't happen because the presiding officer went ill. Then the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, they both approached the High Court. High Court gave a new date of 30th January. Yet they lost the elections because presiding officer was accused of sort of rigging the elections. But now, just a day before the Supreme Court was going to hear over the same matter, after giving a strong oral observations that presiding officer should be booked and he has done the murder of democracy, perhaps the BJP, what they did was they inducted 3 AAP councillors in their party, also having an edge over the numbers now. Now the BJP has 19 councillors. Now the mayor has already resigned, and the actual petition on which the Supreme Court was scheduled to hear today was the petition had asked for a re-election. So somehow what the BJP has done is that they have asked its mayor to resign, eventually leading to a re-election of the mayoral polls. But we'll have to see that whether Supreme Court disposes of the petition, because the petition primarily asks for re-election and a free and fair elections, or the Supreme Court will continue with its observation and will still take action against the presiding officer who was accused of rigging the elections, and whether the Supreme Court will also take cognizance of what happened in Chandigarh, that overnight 3 councillors have joined BJP, and now BJP has the numbers, and hence the mayor has also resigned. So all this will come up in the hearing today, and we'll also have to see what will be the argument of the council of AAP councillors who have filed the petition.
Right. So, of course, the BJP there, like you mentioned, has the magic number of 19. And that, hearing that's coming up in the Supreme Court. Do take us through, what really happened in the last hearing where, the Chief Justice of India, referring to the CCTV footage, went on to say that it was a murder of democracy.
See, this entire mayoral polls ran into controversy from day one. On 30th January, when the voting happened, the video surfaced that how presiding officer was marking or sort of tampering with the ballot votes, declaring 8 votes as invalid. And in Supreme Court, when this case was heard by the judges, Mr. Chief Justice of India, Mr. Chandrachud, was very critical of how the court also saw the video of that entire proceedings, that how the presiding officer was using his pen to tamper or sort of writing over the ballot votes. And the Chief Justice also went on to made those remarks that how this is a murder of democracy. He also went on to say that how this presiding officer has not been booked yet. But despite giving all these oral observations, nothing of that sort was mentioned in the written order. The written order only mentioned that the next hearing will be on 19th, but had asked the presiding officer to be present in the hearing that is scheduled for today. So we'll have to see that what would be the next line of argument from the AAP side as well as from the Centre's Council or the Additional Advocate General there, and also whether the Supreme Court will dispose of this petition or will continue the hearing, because since the mayor has resigned and they have called for a re-election, we'll have to see whether Supreme Court also agrees with that, concurs with that, or proceeds with the trial yet again.
Right. Thank you so much, Ghazali, for getting us all those details.